Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. I do apologize. It has taken a little bit of time to get back to you guys. I've been home with my little boy who's been sick, but he's now well and fine. Happy full moon, guys. When I'm recording this, it's full moon, but we have set a time frame, or I have, for a month ahead, which is basically towards the end of October until towards the end of November. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. We're going to start with an overall energy here, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message and see what we find for you. You're going to have plenty of time to figure out whether this is your reading or not, if you then want to come with me to the extension of this reading and go even deeper. So Gemini, what is going on this full moon in Aries, that is? Dragonfly. Wow. I don't think I've seen this card in forever. I love this card. You don't get to see it. I'm just going to take an hour here. Live life to the fullest. This dragonfly, I used to call this, so let's see what comes out here, because I used to call this card my hybrid card, which means, because if you look closely at this image, that is not a dragon. Sorry, spoiler. That is not a dragonfly. It's a dragon with fly wings. So it's called a dragonfly. So it's like it's a blend. It's a mix of two species rather than it being a dragonfly. If it wants to. No. There you go. Look at it. So beautiful. And then we have this girl or this woman sitting in this creek, basically being Mother Nature. So if that is a hybrid between like the human and nature right now, I feel like that's very fitting in generally what's going on the planet Earth right now, that we're sort of being very much called back to Mother Nature, to just follow her guidance, follow her lead at this moment in every single change that is going on. Can also be you upgrading yourself, upgrading your DNA, that you're literally becoming a new species. But let's see what this is about, going deeper into the message. So why is this here for Gemini, please? The dragonfly. And I love, that really stands out as well. Live life to the fullest, to sort of not hold back anymore. If there's anything you've been thinking about, feeling passionate about, feeling like, I should start to do that, I should go after this, I should contact that person, I should not do this anymore, I should not hang out with these people anymore. If there's anything like holding you back, to try it as best as you can to eliminate those things and just move forward and live every day to the fullest. The fates, not for you, and the fates. And today I'm getting that I'm going to read out the book, so I will. So not for you, number 6. 6 for me is the connection with your higher power. It's love, it's harmony. There's something here that is not for you, like you're leaving. What I'm getting with this card, and I don't have to get into specifics, but so I feel like the planet is very much divided right now. They're divided in so many ways. Like there's two camps, and it doesn't really matter what country you go into. There's just something there that is like, okay, we're either for it or we're against it, you know, or you're against the wrong thing, or I'm for the wrong thing, or whatever. And then there's an opposite team of that. It's very much like back and forth. And I feel like this black and white here and this on this chessboard is very much okay. And then there sits this fortune cookie in the middle. And I just feel like you're the fortune cookie. It just feels like you're not interested in either or. And that's why I said I don't want to get into specifics, but I did this reading. On this little thing that has been going on for a bit, that has not allowed people to leave their houses, and maybe what to do about it. and that there's a third way, that there's not a for or against, but there's a third way. Or if there's like a, excuse me, if there's a situation in your life right now where it feels like it's black and white, or it feels like it's for or against, or it's like it's either or, to consider, could there be a third way? Could there be a rising above all of this? Like we have, and then we have the merging as well. Like we have the dragonfly, I was going to say firefly, the dragonfly, which is the merging of two. Like we have the dragon and the fly combined, then that is creating the dragonfly. There's something about coming together as a species, coming together within yourself, creating a new. We have these two. We have the dragon, we have the fly, and as they come together, we're actually creating a third, the dragonfly. And there's something about, if we merge the black and white, there's actually a third option. Or if we think above the black and this, it feels like there's two perspectives of looking at this. Like we can either merge those two, which I feel like there's no way on this planet Earth that that's ever gonna happen. But we could merge the two, coming from a very loving, non-cynical place, where those two become a third. Or we have two choices here, two options, but we can rise above and there's actually going to be a third one. And I think you're going for the third one because of this dragonfly card. And this, I'm supposed to read out the book for this one, so I will. I just want to show you the next one here that comes out, the fates. Like wherever you're fated to go, you will go there now. Like this is your cue, this is your moment. This is what you've been waiting for all your life, it feels like. This is the time where, okay, I'm not going to go either or, I'm going to actually go above. Or I'm going to take the two and merge them and actually create a third option. So there's something here that is fated that you, on some level, always knew you were going to end up here. And it's like there's something about this is your cue. It's time to get on the wagon. It's time to get on the train to go. No, there. Like the stars are aligning. The stars just continues up into the universe, and it feels like the stars are aligning and you're one with the stars. Like do you see how involved you are in the stars? You are very, very much a part of it. And like this connection, this alignment of stars is just running right through you. 17 there speaks about immortality as well. The foreverness of things. Very, very intriguing start here. I'm going to read from the book, Not For You. I'm not sure how that fits with whatever I said, but let's see. So the essential meaning of this is a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. The Oracle's message is saying, there are times when it appears not to matter how deeply you desire something. No matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you're not going to attain what you want right now. That, indeed, your dream for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. So there's something, okay, I'm going to continue to read. I'm going to continue to read in just in a second. There's something about the way you've gone about it, or the way, like, choose either or, this or that, for or against. It's sort of, it feels like it hasn't worked. It's like, if I pick this one, that goes south. If I pick that one, that goes south. It's like it's being stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like it's not working. There's something here is just not working, and you're being taken away the immediate option, but you're being given something way better. Like there is a third choice here. You might not even see that just yet. As a result, so he wasn't that far. I thought it was going to be like way far off than what I said, but actually fits the message. The relationship message of this card says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them, and it's obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are if you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. I love that. This one may not be the best fit. So whatever that is, like specifically for relationships for you, what doesn't serve you anymore, where you're not supposed to be anymore, whether it's romantic relationships, friendships, business partners, you know, where, or if you feel like somebody just threw you out, that is just God's protection. It's like you're being divinely redirected to where you're supposed to be. At this moment, this is the cue, is what I'm feeling at this moment. So I don't really believe in that you can enter into the wrong relationship. And trust me, I've had my fair share of wrong relationships. So I don't mean, just because it's not wrong doesn't mean it can't hurt. Okay? So I'm just saying I think we're always supposed to be where we're at. And then sort of with hindsight, we understand why we were supposed to be there. So I don't necessarily believe in the wrong ones, but just because they're still right, it can still hurt. It can still really be a shitty one, if that makes sense. So whatever's going on there for you. Then we have the prosperity message. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plan seems to go array. I think. No, array. In spite of it all, keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fall fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not in this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Know when to fold your cards. So there's something really like, okay, so what's right in front of you, or those clear options, maybe clear options to others, are not as clear for you. And there's a third available option that is maybe not like in your clear view as of this moment, but it's gonna come. And I understand now why I'm supposed to read out the book, because it wasn't that far off what I said about a third option. And what's sitting right in front of you is it's just not for you anymore. And this is like the cue. It's like it's time to go. The fates. I'm actually going to read out the book from that one as well. 17. 17. So beautiful. So the essential meaning of this card is fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. So there are something maybe that you're butting a bit of head with, like you're the situation, you're a little bit of a tricky situation, a fighting situation, a situation that often leads to conflict. Like there's something here that is just not for you, and you're going to be pushed out of the situation. You're going to be pushed out of the situation. The thing is, you're merging, like you're becoming the freaking hybrid. Like you're the one who's stepping into the next level here, either by combining and creating a third one, like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, 1 + 1 equals a third one. And also it can be like, okay, so these options are clearly not for you. Let's create a third one. And the third one, I feel like it already exists and it's already planned out for you. And this is the cue for you to go. This is the right time to get moving. The Oracle's message says, the Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, to change the... Sorry, I was going to say förlåt in Swedish. Sorry. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. That stands out the most to me. The courage to change the things you can change, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by evolution of the collective, by nature, or by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. I think you will understand it in this lifetime, though. I think this is exactly what you're just now are stepping into. The understanding of your fated destiny. So I don't agree here, actually. Greater purpose for can understand this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Yes. The relationship message says, other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not to try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, or so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. My goodness, it's basically saying the same thing. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that off another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. And then the prosperity message says, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. Yeah. This could be a temporary situation, seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in a moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. I feel like so much you couldn't be like more on your right path if you tried, and you might feel like everything is coming crashing down, You might have the feeling like everything is coming crashing down. It's not a break, you know, the saying like it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. But we need to go through the breakthrough in order to get to this. So it's like so interesting because I never thought in the book that these would say this, not for you and then the fates. And they're both basically saying the same thing. So there's something you're struggling a little bit with, and you want to have a shift in it. There's something you either you're being sort of taken out of a situation, or you need to remove yourself from a situation, whether that is a business situation, a relationship, or whatever that is. It's going to lead you to your fated destiny. This is where your upgrade is taking place. This is where you and you become number 3, like you and you become 1, but like you and you become 3. It's like it's the next level of yourself. I'm going to move this into the extension. Very interesting beginning here, both in how I read the cards and how much I was supposed to read in the book and so forth. This is the overall energy though. It's the merging of the two. It's the dragon and the fly becoming one, becoming a third, a dragonfly. So if you feel like you resonate with anything like this, with anything of this, you're so welcome to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye guys.